Why is it not okay to compare against, say, 2001 or 2008?
Well, I'm not a macroeconomist, but I can probably make stuff up as good as a lot of them, which is just that we have a whole set of different systems going on now. Like we have a
Yeah.
war and we have shortages and we have a supply chain. We have the banks in a completely different regulatory environment than they were in 2008. And
Hmm.
in 2001, people go, oh, but you see, those companies weren't making any money. And everybody, for the past 5 years, everybody's been saying that, no, these companies are all making money now. But to David's point, they weren't making money. They just had cash flow. And so I'm curious. That to me is a coping mechanism on the investor side, is to act like I can be calm because I know how things are going to play out. And I don't think it's like that at all. Maybe other people have this clear model. That's like a super key coping mechanism, is just this, it's not going to be over in a month and it's not going to be over in a year, but it is going to be
Yeah.
over. And so the whole idea of just planning for it to end but not know when, versus thinking that there's some timeline. Like I've heard a bunch of people like, well, as soon as the Fed gets to 4%, or as soon as this, like there are these specific triggers that some people have in models that sort of indicate when the whole thing is going to end. And that isn't how it's going to go. And so to David's point about burn, like having a model for how long your
Yeah.
cash can go for that's sustainable seems to be
Yeah.
the key thing right now. In his post, he has sort of like positive, negative, and super positive sort of expectations about how to,
Yeah.
and multiples for how to measure that. I think
Yeah.
is really a helpful guide.